Greetings of this session. In this session, we will concentrate on solving numerical on mesh current analysis and node voltage analysis. So, in this mainly we are concentrating how to find network parameter using a mesh current analysis or node voltage analysis. So, let us take this problem. For the network shown in figure below, find the voltage at node A relative to ground by mesh current analysis as well as by using node voltage analysis. In this given, all resistances are in ohms. So mainly in the question it is asked, find the voltage at node 1 A with respect to reference ground. Okay. Now we need to solve this using two different methods, mesh current analysis and node voltage analysis. So first we will concentrate on mesh current analysis. So here in the question it is asked, find a voltage at point A with respect to ground. Now in this 4 ohm resistor is connected in series with the current source. 4 ohm resistor is in series with the current source. So this 4 ohm resistors can be neglected. So neglect this 4 ohm resistor. Now identify the nodes or points where 2 or more elements are connected, just to trace a path. So A is already it is given here. So I will consider this as a B, this as C, this as D, this I will take it as a reference G, ground, and this as E. Now what is the next step? Identify the meshes and assume mesh currents. So this is the one of the mesh. I will assume a mesh current of I1. So this is the another mesh where I am assuming a mesh current of I2. This is the third mesh. I am assuming a mesh current of I3. Now before applying a KVL, is there any ideal current source in the network? Yes. So here this is the ideal current source present in the network. So if the ideal current source is present in the network, what we should do? So as get the relation between source current and a mesh current. So in this source, in this path, the current mesh current I1 only flows. So from this I can equate directly I1 equal to 6 amps, because through this current source equating to the mesh current. So in this path only mesh current I1 is flowing. So I1 direction and the source current directions are same. So I can write I1 is equal to 6 amps. So now no need of applying KVL to mesh 1. So moving to the next, apply KVL to mesh 2. So applying KVL to mesh, what is this mesh? Second mesh, CAGEA, not A, CAGEC. Now while applying KVL, I am tracing the path C to A to G, G to E, and E to C. So while tracing the path C to A, what is the flow of current direction? Current of I2 flows in this direction, C to A. That means this is of higher potential and this acts as a lower potential. So in the C to A tracing, this voltage falls. So the sign is minus. So what is the value of the voltage? I into R. So I is I2 and R is 5. So it is 5I2. This is the voltage drop. And minus 5I2 because voltage falls from C to A. Now coming to this 1 ohm. Current is flowing in this branch 1 ohm resistor. Either it is I2 minus I3 or I3 minus I2. But as I am writing the equation for I2, so I will assume resultant current flows in this direction. And that is as I2 minus I3. I2 minus I3. So in this particular case, this acts as a positive and this as a negative potential. So in this element, voltage falls from A to G. So once again voltage falls. So here it is minus 1 into what is the voltage drop? R into I. I assumed as I2 minus I3. I2 minus I3. So this is the voltage drop across the 1 ohm resistor. Now coming to this source voltage. So in this source voltage I am tracing a path from A to G. While tracing the path A to G, voltage is rising. Voltage is rising, so it is plus. Voltage is rising, so it is a plus, and the value is 20. Right? So in the path A to G, voltage is rising, so it is a plus 20. Now coming to this element, E to G. Current direction is also flows from E to G, so E acts as higher potential and G acts as a lower potential. That means voltage falls. Voltage falls means minus. What is the voltage value? 1 into I2. Correct? Then across this element, 4 ohms. So in this also I2 minus I1 flows or I1 minus I2 flows. As I am writing for equation for mesh 2, I will consider I2 minus I1 flows, that is in this direction. So this acts as a higher potential, this acts as a lower potential. So what is the voltage drop? Voltage in this path, voltage falls. Voltage falls, so it is a minus. What is the voltage value? 4 into I2 minus I1 equal to 0. Because according to the KVL, sum of the voltage in a closed path is 0. So here voltage falls, plus to minus. Here also in this path, plus to minus. Here minus to plus, voltage rise, plus to minus. So 5 elements in the network. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 voltage drops in the network. Now what is the next step? Rearrange this. Rearranging such a way that take all voltage drops due to passive elements to the other side. So while taking this, what happens? 5I2 plus I1 minus I2 minus I3 plus I2 plus 4 I2 minus I1 equal to 0. Not equal to 0, equal to 20. This potential, source potential. So if I make the different coefficient, so minus 4I1, I2, 4I2, 5I2, 6I2, so plus 11I2 minus I3 equal to 20. So here I1 value we already calculated. No, I1 is equal to 6 amps. So if I substitute I1 is equal to 6 amps, minus 4 into 6, it is 24, taking to the other side. So I can write this as 11I2 minus I3 equal to 44. So this I will take as equation 1. Now coming to next, apply KVL to mesh A, D GA, ADGA, this path, ADGA, ADGA. So what is the current flowing in a to D? A to D current of I3 flows. So this is the current direction in this path. So this acts as a higher potential, this acts as a lower potential. So what is the voltage? Voltage falls. So it is minus. So it is minus 4 into I3. Now coming to this path, D to G. In this path, source voltage is present and source voltage is rising, minus to plus voltage rising, so positive magnitude. So here if I write, so it is plus 20. Now coming to this G to A. In this path, one source voltage is present. So this source voltage is falling. So voltage drops. So it is becomes minus 20. Correct? Now coming to this branch. In this branch, current I3, I am writing the equation for mesh 3. So I will assume resultant current flows in this direction. So this acts as a positive, this acts as a negative. And the current is I3 minus I2. So this equation becomes minus I3 minus I2 equal to 0. Right? So by rearranging, this plus 20 minus 20 cancels each other, and taking this to the other side, so it becomes a plus. So the equation becomes minus I2 plus 5I3 equal to 0. This I will take it as equation 2. So equation 1, equation 2, two equations, two unknowns, I2 and I3. If I solve these two equations using a Calci or a Cramer's rule, I will get as I2 equal to 4.07 amps and I3 as 0.81 amps. So I will get I2 as 4.07 amps and I3 as 0.81 amps. So I1 6 amps, I2 4.07 amps, I3 is, so mesh current we have calculated. So now what is the next step? Using the mesh current, calculate the required parameter. So what is the required parameter in the question? Find the voltage at node A. Node A with respect to ground. That means we need to find VAG. VAG I need to find. So to measure the voltage across any two nodes, higher potential and lower potential, we need to trace a path from lower potential to upper potential. We need to trace a path from lower potential to upper potential. So trace a path from G to A. While tracing a path from G to A, so what is this? Voltage source with a falling condition, higher potential to lower potential. So voltage falls in the direction, so it is minus 20. Then what about the voltage drop at this? In this branch, now I can consider any current, I2 minus I3 or I3 minus I2. Now if I consider I2 minus I3, what happens to this? This is the higher potential, this is the lower potential, I2 minus I3. So in this path, it is voltage is rising. So in the equation, minus 20 plus 1 into I2 minus I3. That is equal to minus 20 plus, what is the I2 value? 4.07. What is the I3 value? 0.81. So which results in minus 16.74 volt. So like this, we need to find the required parameter using mesh current analysis. I hope you understood. So we will solve the same problem using node voltage analysis. So this is the network, given network. So in this also, this the 4 ohm is connected in series, so can be neglected, correct? Because it is connected in series with the 6 amps, so neglect this. And in the node voltage, if there are any voltage sources, practical voltage sources, convert into practical current sources. So this is one of the practical voltage source. This is the another practical voltage source. So these are the two practical voltage sources in the network. So convert this into practical current sources. So while converting this into practical current sources, so what will happen? There will be a current source connected between A and G, and it is in this, right? So what happens is this element 5 ohm resistor. Now this is the point A, okay, this is the current 6 amps, and here is the 4 ohms, remains the same. Here is the 1 ohm, and this practical voltage source, when it becomes a practical current source, there is a current source parallel with the resistance. Similarly, when converting this voltage, practical voltage source into practical current source, then what happens? Another current source and another resistance. So this resistance is same as the voltage source resistance, 4 ohm. This resistance is same as 1 ohm. What about the current source direction? Now, in the current source, voltage source, voltage is A is a negative potential and G is ground is a positive potential. So current flows in the source is from negative to positive. So this is the current direction. And what is the value of the current source? Value of the current source is equal to voltage source value divided by resistance. So 20 by 4. So this is the 5 amps. This is the 5 amps. Now coming to this voltage source. So this is also flows voltage from A to G is in such a way that A is the lower potential, G is the higher potential. So the direction is downward and the value is 20 amps. So all other thing remains the same. One ohm and this remains same as 6 amps. Now I can apply node voltage to this circuit. Now to apply node voltage to this circuit, I will consider first I have to identify the nodes. Nodes where 3 or more elements connected. So this is the one node. This is the one node. And this is the another node. Because all these points are same. All these points are same. So this is the another node. And here is the point, another node. So identify the nodes. So in that one you take it as a reference. Already it is given as a reference. So this I will name it as G. Now for other nodes you have to assume node voltages. So for this node I will assume as VA and this is VB and this is VC. So assuming node voltages to each node, I will assume as VA, VB and VC, and this as a ground. Now what is the next step? So preliminary steps we have finished. Now apply KCL. KCL to node VA. I'll take it as VA. So what happens to this applying KCL? These two source currents are connected to node A, but they are leaving from the node. So while leaving from the node, I will consider as a minus 20, minus 5. These 2 points, these 2 sources. Now what is the current through this? I am assuming outgoing current, because this I am assuming as a higher potential. So VA minus VG, because whenever the passive element is connected, current through the element is equal to potential difference across the elements divided by resistance. So in this case, VA minus VG, and this current is outgoing current from VA. So it is minus VA by 1. Why minus VA by 1? Because ground potential is 0. So VA by 1. What is the current through this 4 ohm? So it is VA minus 0 divided by 4. So that is the outgoing from VA. So it is minus VA by 4. Minus VA by 4. Now coming to this point, what is the current in this direction? As I told you, I am considering VA as a higher potential. So current, assuming I am in an outward direction. This may not be practically true, but to write the equation, I am considering node VA is a higher potential compared to other, while writing the equation for node A, VA. So VA minus VB by 5, and it is the outgoing current. So outgoing is, according to assumption, it is a minus. So minus VA minus VB by 5 equal to 0. So what is the next step? Taking all the current through the passive elements to the other side. So what will happen next? VA plus VA by 4 plus VA minus VB by 5 equal to 25 minus 25. So minus 20 minus 5 minus 25. Now take the LCM of this. By taking the LCM of this, what will happen? 20 VA plus 5 VA, because LCM is 20, plus 4 VA minus 4 VB equal to minus 25 into 20. Because this LCM common denominator I am multiplying to this side. So what happens? 20 plus 5 plus 9. So 29 VA minus 4 VB equal to minus 500. This I will take it as equation 1. This is obtained by applying KCL to node VA. So this is the equation 1. Now what is the next step? Apply KCL to node VB. While applying KCL to node VB, which are the elements connected to node VB? These 3 elements: 5 ohm resistor, 4 ohm resistance, and a current source. So this current source is incoming to the node VB. Incoming to node VB, so it is plus 6. What is the current flowing in this branch? In the previous case, I have considered this one with respect to VA. Now I have to consider the direction with respect to VB. So current flow direction I will assume in this direction. So what will happen? Outgoing current. So minus, what is the current value? VB minus VA divided by 5. What about the current through this passive element? VB is the higher potential assumption. So this is the outgoing current. So minus, what is the current potential drop across it? That is VB minus VC by 4 equal to 0. Now here what is the next step? Take to the current through the passive elements to the other side. So VB minus VA by 5 plus VB minus VC by 4 equal to 6. Take a LCM and take to the other side. So LCM is 4 and 5 is 20. So what happens is 4VB minus 4VA plus 5VB minus 5VC equal to 120. 60 into 20. 6 into 20. So 120. So by rearranging minus 4VA plus 9VB minus 5VC equal to 120. This is the equation 2 I will consider. So equation 1 obtained by applying KCL to node VA. Equation 2 by applying KCL to node VB. Now apply KCL to node VC. So by applying KCL to node VC, which are the elements connected to this? These 3. So as this source current is outgoing current, so minus 6, and current from VC to VB I am assuming, because VC is of the higher potential every time what I am assuming. So with respect to VC is the outgoing current, so minus VC minus VB divided by 4, and in this branch it is with respect to ground outgoing current, so minus VC by 1 equal to 0. Taking to the other side, what I will get? VC minus VB by 4 plus VC equal to minus 6. Taking the LCM, what I will get by taking the LCM? VC minus VB plus 4VC equal to 24. So that is minus VB plus 5VC equal to 24. This is the equation 3. So 3 equations, 1, 2 and 3, and 3 unknowns. So if I solve these 3, I will get VA equal to minus 16.74 volt, VB equal to, by Cramer's rule, VB equal to 3.63 volts, and VC equal to minus 4.07 volt. So what is the ask? VA with respect to ground. This is the only VA with respect to ground. So VA equal to minus 16.74 volt. So by mesh analysis also I got the minus 16.74 volt. With the node voltage analysis also I am getting the same, because whatever the method we are using, answer should remains the same. Okay.